morning, Braves. This is the Manalapan High School Bravecast, your weekly news program showcasing everything Manalapan High School. And now, here are your news anchors.
Good morning, Manalapan High School. Today is Friday, November 14th. I'm Aaron Chikorski.
And I'm Kayla Fox. Welcome back to the Bravecast. We would like to start this broadcast by announcing that last week, our nation celebrated National School Psychologist Week. We would like to highlight our own school psychologists, Mrs. Egan and Miss Lampion, for all their hard work. Absolutely,
Kayla. Braves, the Remedy Club is a new club here at Manalapan, and it talks all about healthcare fundraising.
The club aims to plan fundraisers year-round for different healthcare organizations.
If any of this interests you, the interest meeting is going to be next Thursday, November 20th, during lunch in room C212.
And now, Braves, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance led by members of the LEPS Magnet program and our ice hockey team.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated.
Braves, the Law Enforcement Public Safety Program and the ice hockey team are hosting a toy drive.
Drop off toys in room A102, B101, and D103 until December 12th.
The first toy earns you 2 community service hours, and each additional toy earns 1 hour.
The ice hockey team will also be collecting toys at our first game on December 3rd.
And now to Sophia Altman, who had the chance to attend the annual Downtown Freehold Spooktacular Parade.
Hey Braves, Sophia Altman here at the annual FRHSC Spectacular Parade with bands from all 6 high schools. I'll be talking to students, staff, and band directors about this exciting event today. What was your opinion on the Spectacular Parade today?
It was fun, from all the cars on the streets to all the people that I meet. It's fun.
I honestly really enjoyed marching, playing Thriller a lot during the parade, and getting to see everyone dressed up in different costumes. That was also fun.
Getting to see everybody there was a blast, and performing in it was the most amazing thing.
How does this event bring the schools and community together?
The Spooktacular Parade is an awesome event. We had all bands from the Freehold Regional High School District represented today. We had students who will be with us in the future. We also had alum from the class of 1987 and even further back. So it was a great community event. Great to see everybody out there. And thank you to the Bravecast. You guys did an excellent job today. And Mr. Girardi, we appreciate it.
That's all from downtown Freehold at this year's FRHSC Spectacular Parade. It's been amazing seeing all 6 high school bands show off their talent and school spirit. This has been Sophia Altman. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Robert Moore here to report our weekend weather. Starting with tonight, you can expect cloudy weather with a high of 49 degrees and a low of 38 degrees. Moving to Saturday, we can expect cloudy skies again with a temperature around 54 degrees. On Sunday, we'll see partly sunny skies with highs around 56 degrees and lows around 38. That's our weekend forecast, Manalapan. Now over to Reese McCaffrey, who had the chance to attend the whale watching trip with Mr. Hanlon's marine science classes.
Hey Braves, it's Reese McCaffrey here today on the Jersey Girl with Mr. Hanlon's Marine Science class. Today I'll be interviewing our Braves about this amazing experience. What's your favorite part of this trip today?
We saw a lot of whales and they have really big tails.
Just getting to be with my friends and looking at all the whales.
What's the coolest thing you've seen today?
Definitely the whale's tail coming up when deep diving.
Definitely seeing the whales blow the water out of their spouts.
Seeing the whale fin go up.
Watching the whales with my friends.
We just saw a bunch of boats fishing. What were they fishing for?
They were fishing for striped bass.
How can you tell?
The bait that they put in the water made it darker.
How well has this trip gone today?
It's going very well. We're happy there's a lot of whales in the area. November is a very popular time that they're coming through this area on the way back down south.
Miss Montana, how are you enjoying the trip today?
I'm having such a fun time. This is honestly the best trip that I've ever been on. So I am so excited to be here.
Mr. Hanlon, are you having fun?
Well, yeah, we've already seen 3 whales.
Why are experiences like this so important for us students?
I think these experiences are so important for you guys because these memories last a lifetime. And even more than that, I truly believe that in the science class, you have to have experiential learning like this, where you're out in the field doing this stuff. Marine science happens out on boats, out in the field, out in the wild.
All right, Braves, that's all I have for you today. Thank you to Mr. Hanlon and everyone else who worked so hard to put this trip together for us. This has been Reese McCaffrey. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Reese. That trip looks like a lot of fun.
Absolutely, Brandon. Braves, the school store would like to recognize Mr. Gall from our maintenance department for making a handcrafted wooden countertop.
This is an incredible project. Thank you, Mr. Gall, for your dedication to our school community.
Speaking of dedication, Lawrence Baglio and Aiden Fowler volunteered last night at the school store during conferences.
That's amazing, Danushan.
We would also like to highlight our very own photographer, Landon Hartung, for his Eagle Scout project, which is on full display across the street at the Rec Center.
Landon spent over 30 hours fundraising and gathering veterans for hometown veteran banners.
What an incredible project! Speaking of incredible projects, the National Honor Society is hosting a Thanksgiving food drive.
Bring non-perishable food items to your Period 1 class until Monday, November 24th.
The winning Period 1 class wins a donut party.
What an incredible cause, Danushan. And now, Braves, this past Wednesday, my fellow sports journalists Tyler Smythe and Shane Compass from the weekly Bravecast Sports Report.
Shane Compass joined by Tyler Smythe here in Times Square, and this is your Manalapan Sport Report. Tyler, let's start off with cheer as we have to wish best of luck to our varsity team and our JV team as they're going to go compete for their bids for nationals this weekend in Trenton.
Yeah, Shane, there's always a great accomplishment when one of our Manalapan teams has the opportunity to go down out of state and compete for a national. That's always great to see, and come out to support them at the Q Arena at Trenton on Sunday.
Yes, Tyler, and now make your way into cross country as Tyler, our cross country team is now Central Jersey Group 4 section champions.
Yeah, Shane, that's another great accomplishment by our Manalapan team. That's something that they have their eyes set on before the season. It just shows the amount of work that they've put in during school and outside of school. And let's dive a little deeper into that, where Clay Stevens placed first place, and Jessica Abbott and Michael Black both placed second.
You know, Tyler, this has to be a whole team recognition here. Congratulations to those separate runners, but every single runner on this team put in their part, and this is how they got that far. Best of luck to all our athletes competing this weekend, and now back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Shane and Tyler. Braves, the girls' soccer game is at 4 p.m. tomorrow on Field K at the Rec Center. Students need their ID for entrance. The second marking period begins on Monday. Be sure to start the marking period off on a positive note and submit any due assignments. College rep visits are winding down. Temple University will be here on Monday. Register today through SCOIR account to meet face-to-face with the Temple rep, who would be reading your college application. In other news, the Manalapan High School Drama Club show, The Matchmaker, is next Friday, November 21st at 7 p.m. and Saturday, November 22nd at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. Tickets are available for purchase at manalapan.booktix.com or available for purchase at the door. And now, Braves. For this week's Culture of Respect segment, Chase Lee had the chance to interview our Braves about Veterans Day.
Braves, this past Tuesday, our nation celebrated Veterans Day, a time to thank and honor our veterans who fought hard for our country. Today, we want to take a moment to reflect on what Veterans Day means to our Braves. Why is it important to celebrate our veterans?
To recognize what they did for us.
Well, a lot of my friends signed up for the military, so they're going to be veterans. My grandfather was a veteran, and they've sacrificed so much and are doing a great thing serving our country.
It's important to celebrate our veterans so that we can honor the service that they've given, the fact that they are able to take time away from their families and put themselves in dangers that none of us can really imagine so that we can live our lives freely is completely honorable, and one day is the least we could do for them. So thank you to all of our veterans.
Can you tell us about your experience in the armed forces?
My name is Colonel John Hanlon. I spent a total of 34 years between active duty U.S. Air Force, the Air Force Reserve, and also some time in the New Jersey Air National Guard. I was very fortunate. I got to fly many different types of aircraft. When I graduated from the Air Force Academy in 1984, I was able to go to pilot training. Followed that up with one tour in C-141 aircraft, which was cargo airlift. I then, after that tour, went to Texas, where I was a T-38 instructor, the advanced trainer for the United States Air Force. And when I completed that tour, I joined the Jersey Air National Guard, and I flew KC-135 refueling tankers out of McGuire Air Force Base. I got to use my aviation skills. I got hired by United Airlines. I've been a pilot with United Airlines for 32 years now.
So I did a 4-year enlistment in the Marine Corps. I did a job called, infantry, but specifically mortars. And I was in a unit called Weapons Platoon. We were deployed with a boat company. We would utilize our little reconnaissance boats basically to go into the objective, I was mortars, so that was our primary weapon system, which is basically explosives that would be launched through a tube, a mortar tube. For just over 2 years I did that. Prior to that I did security forces, which is very similar, like guarding or like military police.
I was in the Navy for 5 years, from 1999 to 2004. I got out as a lieutenant. I was a nuclear engineer working on aircraft carriers and submarines.
There you have it, Braves. We take this opportunity to appreciate the hard work and dedication of our veterans. This has been Chase Lee. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Hey Braves, welcome back to the Manalapan Minute. I'm Aaron Trikorsky, and today I am joined by some of the veterans here at Manalapan High School. Mr. Doe and Mr. Roman, welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Of course, of course.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Of course. Now, my first question for you guys is, what can you tell us about your experience in the armed forces?
I joined the Marines in July of '94 and served to April of '99, and I had a great experience. I got to travel the world. I worked for some very extraordinary people. I learned a lot about leadership, and I love my country with every breath I take.
That's lovely.
I took a little bit of a different route. I was in the Coast Guard, so most of my experience was inside the United States. I didn't get a chance to travel the world like Mr. Roman did. But I was with an anti-terrorism unit. I finished up as a training petty officer here in New York. I had experienced 2 months at 9/11, Iraqi freedom, so I had a lot of chance to do stuff stateside rather than get a chance to travel across the world.
That's awesome. Well, my next question for you guys is, why is it important for us to celebrate our veterans every Veterans Day?
It's so important because we're America because of our veterans, starting with George Washington and the people that made us America. And we celebrate those people because we're all patriots in our heart. But these are the gentlemen and ladies that went forward to make sure we have America.
That's 100% true.
Veterans are what allows us to do the things that we're doing now. Bravecast, things that we're doing in school, things we're doing in the country. It's on the veterans to protect our rights to be able to do that kind of stuff. And we have to have a need and a want from our current kids in high school that want to go in and protect our country and want to go in and protect our rights. And that's what the veterans really give us the opportunity to keep and hold on to.
Yeah, 100%. So true. And before we sign off, Braves, we'd like to thank all of our veterans here at Manalapan High School. Obviously, we have Mr. Doe and Mr. Roman here with us today, but we would also like to shout out Dr. Evangelista and Miss Colon as well. Thank you guys so much for having us on another amazing live interview.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the opportunity.
Well, other than that, Braves, today's a B-Day, so make the most of it. Have an awesome weekend, Braves, and we will see you next week on your Manalapan Bravecast.
Thank you, brother.